Hey everybody, this is Dennis. How are you? Happy New Year. Welcome back to the Serious Shift blogcast, episode number 143, our very first of the year 2021, and I'm delighted to be back with you. I hope you had a lovely break, as did I. Let's get into it. My question is, do you stand for something? If I were to call a whole bunch of your clients and ask them, what do you stand for? What does this person stand for? Would they have an answer for me? Or would they tell me a bunch of things you do for them and how well you do them? I want to know what you stand for. Let's get into that. If I was your client, think of it this way, and I said to you, hey, I really want to thank you. All of these professional services, all of this stuff you have done for me has been great. Didn't let me down. It was all really, really great. But if it wasn't for you, my friend, if it wasn't for you, I wouldn't even know about this. That's what I want to talk to you about today. This idea of standing for something. When you stand for something, when you're a brand, a business, a person that people buy into and not from, you automatically benefit. Standing for something is hard. There's a price. When you choose to stand for something, you benefit. You personally benefit. Work immediately becomes more fun. It's way more fun to go to work if you're doing work that matters and makes a difference for people, work that you believe in. Particularly here in the financial services industry, when your work guides people to a shift, to achieving their aspirations, to becoming a better version of themselves. I always know I need a break when going to work feels like I'm going to work, instead of coming here to, hide out in my secret crime lab and create a whole bunch of stuff, okay? Your business benefits when you stand for something because it builds trust. It makes making your day-to-day decisions a lot easier, right? This idea of standing for something, your theme, your purpose, what you're about, it informs everything that you do. There is a price, however. It's frustrating for us to see someone try and be all things to all people. Like, you cannot offer, for instance, a high-end niche experience with lots of engagement and delight at a discount price. I'm sorry, you just can't do it. Conversely, you can't be your children's buddy and their dad. You could be a loving, kind dad, but you can't be a buddy dad or the buddy mom. All the mom and dads out there, they know what I'm talking about. You can't be a politician that is for, I'm pro-business, but I'm also pro-services for everybody and low taxes for everybody. And I'm really I want to be an environmental champion and crusader. But I also want to be a deficit slayer, and I'm pro-science and faith-based all at the exact same time. I'm sorry, you cannot be that person either. You cannot be all things to all people. Because standing for something isn't about the things you choose to do. It's about the things you choose not to do. Standing for something is saying no, not yes. Standing for something is saying, no, I don't do that kind of work. I don't work with that kind of person. We don't make these kinds of compromises. We don't accept this kind of work. We don't accept that worldview. We don't change our rules when the reward is big enough. Well, normally I wouldn't agree to do this. Normally I would, on principle, turn this down, but they're offering me so much money. This client is so large. There's so much potential here that I'm going to compromise. No, you can't do that. If you want to stand for something and be a brand that your clients buy into, trust, identify with, and share willingly and passionately with the people who they feel need to hear your story, then you've got to actually stand for something today, tomorrow, and the day after that. That's the way it goes. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. I stand for something. I stand for the serious shift. The heck is that? The serious shift? Yeah. It's about living a life less ordinary. It's about running a business that's sustainable and makes sense. It's about building a business around my life. It's about living with no regrets. It's about freedom through order and systems and clarity and purpose. That's the serious shift. And you should join us, seriousshift.com. Go take a look. You're not going to want to miss out on that. If this blog turns you on. If you stand for similar thinking, like the blog, subscribe, follow along, and join the conversation. It's a new year, 12 new chapters, 365 blank pages. Let's write our stories generously. Stand for something. Tell me what you stand for. I'd love to hear from you. Take care, everybody. Thanks for watching. Cheers.